On a quiet Siberian morning in 1908, the sky split open and a fireball brighter than the sun tore across the heavens. Then came a blast so violent it flattened 80 million trees across 800 square miles. No crater was ever found. For decades, no one dared enter the scorched wasteland it left behind. Here are 10 dark facts about the Tunguska explosion nobody told you. Number 1. The morning the sky burned. At 7:14 a.m. on June 30th, 1908, witnesses near the Podkameneya Tunguska River saw the sky torn in two by a column of blue-white fire. Herders were thrown from their feet miles away. One man was hurled from his porch and knocked unconscious. The heat was so intense, some felt their shirts catch fire. It was as if the sun had fallen to earth. Number 2. The power of 1,000 bombs. The Tunguska explosion released energy between 3 and 50 megatons of TNT. Even conservative estimates make it roughly 1,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The blast detonated in midair, 5 to 10 kilometers above the ground. If it had struck a city instead of empty forest, hundreds of thousands would have died in an instant. Siberia's emptiness saved the world. Number 3. The forest that would not stand. When investigators finally reached ground zero, they found something impossible. 80 million trees spread across 2,000 square kilometers lay flattened in a strange radial pattern pointing away from the center. But at the exact center, the trees still stood upright, stripped bare of branches and bark like scorched telephone poles. The blast had come from directly above, pressing down on everything at once. Number 4. 19 years of silence. Astonishingly, no scientific expedition reached the blast site until 1927, nearly 2 decades later. Russia was consumed by revolution and war, and the region was so remote and terrifying that locals refused to guide outsiders in. The native Evenki people believed the god Ogdi had cursed the land. When explorer Leonid Kulik finally arrived, he expected a meteor crater. He found something far stranger. Number 5. The crater that never existed. Leonid Kulik was certain he'd find a giant impact crater filled with meteorite fragments. Instead, he found miles of devastation and no crater at all. He returned again and again, obsessed, draining swamps and digging pits searching for the object that caused it. He found nothing. The thing that leveled a forest larger than a major city had simply vanished into thin air. Number 6. The night that never got dark. In the days after the explosion, something haunting happened across Europe and Asia. The night skies glowed so brightly that people in London could read newspapers outside at midnight. The atmosphere shimmered with strange silver clouds and eerie twilight that lasted for weeks. Thousands of miles from Siberia, the sky itself refused to go dark, as if the earth had been wounded and could not sleep. Number 7. Tesla's death ray. One of the darkest theories points to inventor Nikola Tesla. Days before the blast, Tesla reportedly boasted he could light the Arctic sky to guide explorers using his experimental energy transmitter at Wardenclyffe. Some believe he aimed a beam of directed energy toward the polar north and missed, striking Siberia instead. When news of the explosion spread, never spoke of it again. Tesla is said to have quietly dismantled the equipment and never spoke of it again. Number 8. The comet and asteroid debate. Most scientists agree the culprit was a space rock, but they still can't agree what kind. If it was a stony asteroid, it exploded from the heat and pressure of entering the atmosphere. If it was an icy comet, it vaporized entirely, explaining why nothing was ever recovered. A century of research, and we still don't fully know what struck our planet that morning. Number 9. The lake that appeared afterward. In 2007, Italian researchers proposed a chilling possibility. A small lake called Lake Cecco, sitting 8 kilometers from the epicenter, may actually be the long-missing impact crater. Its funnel-like shape and unusual depth match what a fragment of the object might create. Sonar scans even hinted at a dense object buried at the bottom. If true, a piece of the thing may still be down there, hidden beneath the water. Number 10. It could happen again tomorrow. The most disturbing truth is that Tunguska-scale events are not once-in-history flukes. Scientists estimate an airburst this powerful strikes Earth roughly once every few centuries, and we would have almost no warning. In 2013, A far smaller meteor over Chelyabinsk injured 1,500 people. The next Tunguska could detonate over a major city, and we might not see it coming until the sky turns white. The Tunguska explosion remains the largest impact event in recorded history. Over a century later, the forest has regrown, but the mystery has not faded. No crater, no fragment we can be certain of. Just a scorched scar on the earth and questions that still have no answers. The sky opened once, without warning, and it could open again. If this story kept you up,